So hello everyone. Today's webinar is about donating online and how to do it safely and securely. So some objectives that we'll be covering in this webinar include practices to establish safe online donating. We'll also provide tools for you to determine legitimacy of a charity. We'll also share some tips on how to use sites like Gofundme.com, Kickstarter.com, and Causes.com. As well as we'll be sharing some tips on how to find causes you may be interested in donating to. So why donate online? Donating is a great way to give back to your community and causes that you care about, from topics such as reforestation to animal rehoming, even to gender equity, and much more. You can quickly and easily input your payment info via the nonprofit or charity's website to send a designated amount of money. With some tech or street smarts, you can avoid online scams and make sure to effectively support your favorite charities. So know your charity. Online or offline, never give to a charity that you know nothing about. Look for a mission statement, a clear description of program accomplishments, and a list of board of directors. Do not assume a web address with the .org rather than a .com ending is a nonprofit organization, as well as you can check on the IRS or CRA websites for up-to-date list of registered nonprofits. So obtaining contact information. Make sure that you have the option to contact the charity online through a working email address and offline as well through a phone number and a mailing address. You should also make sure that they have a physical address listed on the website. Alrighty, so we're looking for date of information. A legitimate charity should keep their website information up to date. You don't want to give based on outdated information that may no longer be accurate. You should also check for dates on web pages so that you are not donating to an organization that has changed its purpose or is no longer in existence. So give safely. Before sharing any credit card information online, make sure the site uses encryption technology to protect you. As well as you should also check the address bar. Specifically, the URL should begin with HTTPS. You may see a lock icon like below. If the charity that you want to support does not offer online giving, you may be able to give through a third-party site like Just Giving or Network for Good. Be aware that you may be charged a transaction fee, or the site may charge the charity additional fees. However, if the site allows you to give to hundreds of thousands of charities, your $25 donation may sit in its bank account for a while.
Don't respond to spam solicitations. Spam solicitations may contain links to websites of scammers that look like those of legitimate charities. Do not click any suspicious links or forward chain email solicitations to friends, because that will get your friends affected as well if they follow the chain email. How to find and where to donate. There are so many charities and causes to give to, and it can be daunting to figure out where you want to donate. If you are lost on where to donate to support the cause of your choice, Create Nonprofits is a site that helps you search for charities by cause or by location. Next one, make the most out of your donation. Once you have found what causes or charities you might want to donate to, you will want to check how legitimate the charity is. The following sites are great places to start. First one is Charity Watch. The next one is Charity Navigator. There's Give, GiveWell, and Charity Intelligence. Charity Watch. The mission of Charity Watch, a nonprofit charity watchdog and information service, is to maximize the effectiveness of every dollar contributed to charity by providing donors with the information they need to make more informed giving decisions. This is the icon. Charity Navigator. Charity Navigator's rating system examines two broad areas of a charity's performance: their financial health and their accountability and transparency. Better Business Bureau, WGA, does not rank charities but rather seeks to assist donors in making informed judgments about those that solicit their support. Evaluations are done without charge to the charity and are posted for free public access on give.org. GiveWell. Unlike charity evaluators that focus solely on financials, assessing administrative or fundraising costs, we conduct in-depth research aiming to determine how much good a given program accomplishes in terms of lives saved, lives improved, etc. per dollar spent. Charity intelligence. Just as a financial analyst researches potential stocks to find the best investment opportunities, SCI uses similar research methods to find exceptional charities for donors. Donating on crowdfunding sites. Crowdfunding sites are great ways to donate to smaller causes, but smaller causes means there's less information on the fundraiser's legitimacy. Popular crowdfunding sites include Gofundme.com, Causes.com, Crowdfunder.com. Here's a GoFundMe article on the best crowdfunding sites for different causes and projects. What is GoFundMe? GoFundMe is an American for-profit crowdfunding platform that allows people to raise money for events ranging from celebrations like graduations or weddings to challenging circumstances like accidents and illnesses. It is essentially a secure way to collect and distribute electronic payments or donations. Users create campaigns to address a need. It is essentially a secure way to collect and distribute electronic payments or donations. Users create campaigns to address a need. They set a goal or how much they hope to raise, then describe why they need the money through stories and photographs. Click here to watch a past webinar on GoFundMe. How to determine a crowdfunder's legitimacy. You should be able to answer the following questions by reading the fundraiser. How is the organizer related to the intended recipient of the donations? What is the purpose of the fundraiser and how will the funds be used? Are direct family and friends making donations and leaving supportive comments? Is the intended recipient in control of the withdrawals? Check the facts and the people. Does the funder's page include misleading or factually incorrect information? Are the people running the campaign real? Google them, check for social media profiles. If they're real, you should be able to find something. Don't be intimidated by online giving. Online giving has the potential for enormous good by saving billions of dollars in fundraising costs and allowing charities to more efficiently communicate with donors. If your favorite charities take adequate precautions, giving to them online should hold very little risk. Live demo.
All right, so for the live demonstration, I'm going to show how to find organizations to donate to, how to verify them, and then how to actually go through with the donation. So we're going to use the example given in the presentation of greatnonprofits.org as a nonprofit and charity directory. So it's just greatnonprofits.org, and you can also use the link that was given in the slides. And as you can see, it's now giving me a full directory of different nonprofit organizations in the USA. And I believe, yes, this might be American specific. So I can search by the name of the nonprofit, by a keyword or cause, or I can also search by the area. So for example, if I write in seniors, it will automatically give me some options of different organizations that serve older adults in different areas throughout the US. So if I want to pick a particular area, for example, Los Angeles. Then it will apply those filters and it will show me the results that appear. So if I scroll down, it will give me a number of different Los Angeles nonprofits and charities that have to relate to seniors, such as Senior Care Home Entertainment, Seniors and Special Needs Sanctuary, and more. So let's say this one interests me, Tlacu Senior Housing Incorporated. I can see that it is in Commerce, California, and it relates to homelessness and housing. So I can learn a little bit more about this organization by clicking on it. It tells me the causes, the mission, the different programs that it runs, as well as the contact information. Now, before I donate to this nonprofit, I want to make sure that it is legitimate. And so in order to do that, I can use another one of the links that we provided today, which is to the website charitywatch.org, which is America's most independent, assertive charity watchdog. So I can now search for the name of this one that we were looking at before. So I'm just going to copy and paste it into the search bar. And let's see what comes up. Okay, so when I put it into the search, it did not appear. And so this doesn't necessarily mean that it isn't a legitimate charity, but it does mean that it is not available on this charity watchdog website. And that might affect whether or not you want to donate to that or not. Because of course, as we mentioned, you should verify that it is a real organization with real programs before you send any money to it. So let's look up another charity, just to give you an example. Okay, so I looked up the AARP and it came up right here. When I click onto it, it gives me the contact information, its tax status and stated mission, as well as related Charity Watch articles. And if I click learn more about this charity, it tells me that I need to create an account in order to do so. So it just gives you the basic information without an account. And then if you want to learn a little bit more about the details, then you can create an account, which I believe is free to do so. It also provides some helpful donating tips, which you can look at as well, which is just more advice about donating online, including knowing your charity, find out where your dollars go, and how much of the money you donate is actually going to the causes you care about versus towards administrative costs, which although they are still a necessary part of keeping nonprofits running, perhaps that's not exactly where you want your donation to go. As well as not respond to pressure, keep records of donations. Tax exempt does not always mean tax deductible. Do not be misled by a charity's familiar name, and make sure you keep an eye out for potential scams or phishers that are pretending to be charities and soliciting money via email or social media or even the phone, which also applies to do not be enticed by emotional appeals. Ask if the charity is registered by federal, state, or local authorities. In the Canadian case, federal, provincial, or municipal or local authorities. Beware of charities offering gifts and consider giving generously. And so just to quickly walk you through what it could look like when you do donate to a cause, we can use the example of Charity Watch itself. It does have a button to donate. Most organizations do have a donate button somewhere on their page. If you don't see it, you can check the menu bar or scroll to the very bottom. So if I click on individuals here, it encourages me to donate by becoming a member. So some organizations will encourage monthly donating, but most will allow you to make a one-time donation as well. And I will give an example of, let's just show how to do it on the Cyber Seniors website. So again, here we see a big notable button that says donate on it. Once you click on that, you can click donate once more. It tells you a bit about where your money will go. And then from there, on whatever website you are on and whatever cause you want to donate to, the process will be more or less the same in terms of you choose the amounts that you want to give, whether or not it's one time or monthly. Make sure you keep an eye on this. Sometimes the default will be monthly rather than one time, so just double check before you do. You can choose the currency. It may or may not give you an option. That's another thing to remember as well. Sometimes, particularly if it's an American organization, it might just automatically be in American dollars. This just happened to me a couple of days ago. I made a donation without realizing that it was in American currency rather than Canadian currency, which meant I spent $15 extra than I was planning to, but it all goes to a good cause anyway, so I didn't mind too much. So yes, you would choose the amounts. If you don't want any of the amounts that are listed, you can type your own amount. It will also sometimes give you the option to dedicate your donation in the honor of someone, which you can choose to do or not. And perhaps it will ask you how you heard about the charity. And you might have the option to write a comment as well. You would then click next. And then you would fill out your payment information, including your contact information, email and phone, your address, and next it will ask you your credit card or often PayPal information. Again, you just want to make sure that you see that little lock icon in the corner of your search bar, as well as the HTTPS, because that indicates that it is a secure site and that it is verifiable and that your payment information and the other information you input is secure. So yes, that concludes today's presentation. Thank you all so much for watching.